It is date night. I am heading out to a quick little date night, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm wearing a little bit later. Okay, we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to show you what I decided to pair with this look and talk a little bit about the look. And also, I want to discuss dating older, because I date older, and I don't know if any of you can relate to this out there, but I wanted to put this topic out there. It's a part of my life, and I talk about things that concern me in my 40s, okay? I've been starting to do that recently, and it feels good to me doing that. It feels very natural, very organic, and it feels real, okay? So I don't want to get up here and like sugarcoat things for you guys and kind of act like my life is like this like storybook, you know, like nothing happens, there are no concerns, you know, everything is just flowing so greatly and I don't have any concerns in the world. Like, I don't think that that's what I want to represent. So I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I've had a lot of experience. I've had a lot of life experience. I'm a survivor of quite a few things, and I have a lot to share. Hello, let's get into it. Okay, so dating older. So I date older. I'm going on a date tonight with my partner, and he is not the first person that I've dated who is older. I've dated younger than myself. I've dated around the same age as myself, but I noticed that I tend to gravitate to dating older, okay? And the partner that I have now is a few years older than me. I'm not gonna really share how much older. I don't think that matters, because I've dated anywhere from like a few years older to like 20 years older. You know, my ex was like 20 years older than me. And it worked for a really, really long time. It worked for over a decade, you know. And now I'm dating someone older again, but not that much older. Not nearly as close to that much older, but a few years older. And I enjoy dating older. If you're considering dating older, I just want to say that it's not for everyone, okay? I think it takes a certain type of personality to date older. Like growing up, I heard that I was like an older spirit, you know, and I loved the elderly. I loved hanging out with older folks and just mature individuals. And I loved caring for the elderly and things like that. And so I just had this deep-rooted respect for people older than me. I looked up to the adults in my life, and I actually listened to them. I listened to their stories. It was never like, oh, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You know, I genuinely listened to them and heard them and respected a lot of them because of how they lived and what they could teach me. And also how they loved me and cared for me. You know, like they knew how to do that. And in their own special way. Like I noticed that as a young girl, as a young person, you know. And I think as you get older, you learn how to love more deeply. If you want that in your life, it's there for you to take hold of as you age, you know. You can learn how to love more deeply, more genuinely, more freely. Okay, so it's something that I admire with dating older. It's something that I admire about my partner, you know, his ability to love more deeply. Not that he wears his heart on his sleeve. Not at all. But it's more like the experience that he has with caring for another individual and showing up and giving freely, you know, and being thoughtful. That type of wisdom, I don't see that a lot in the younger individuals. So it's something that I know that I need, that I require in a relationship, that I go after. Um, I welcome it into my life because I want it. Okay, and when I used to date, I did not object to dating older. Okay, and when I dated younger, it was because I just happened to meet younger men, but I prefer to date older. So it was really great that I met the partner that I have now. I would say that dating older comes with some perks. Okay. I would say that dating older comes with some perks. Okay. I noticed that it helped me to know myself better, because what I'm attracted to in my partner is like what I sometimes aspire to get to as I mature. It's like him looking back at me in some ways, and I'm like reflecting, looking back at myself. And that's something that I can appreciate because I get to learn from my partner. And I think also with dating older, an intellectual individual, there's just more to talk about. Like communication is like so important, and there's more to talk about, not just serious things, but things that matter, things that relate to the world that we're living in, the daily lives that we're living. But I think it takes a certain type of individual to discuss those things with. However, I've noticed that dating older naturally comes with that, because when you get to a certain age in your life, male, female, whomever, from person to person, the little ins and out things start to matter more. Those things are highlighted and appreciated more. We don't take things for granted as much. And I'm talking about like the healthy thinking, like older, mature type of individual, right? So the discussions vary, I think that there's a lot of stillness. Sometimes when you're dating someone older, you have that opportunity to be still in life, in the moment. It's not about getting to what I can do, where I can go, kind of putting on airs for folks, or, just wanting to like go do, see, there's this calmness that comes with it, where it's like, give it time, we'll get there, we'll do it, it's gonna happen. It's more relaxed, the approach to life. It's not so hasty. And there's this need for like stillness, like let's just be. And I can appreciate that because of all of my self-care work, emotional work that I've done. I know the importance of sitting still, just being. Like it's a great place to be in, okay? So those are some of the perks that I received from dating older. And I think that overall it's just so stylish to be with a partner that suits you. So I think it's so important to know what suits you. And it's not at the end of the day about older, younger, it really is about the individual. But I do find that older works for me because they come with a lot of the things that I'm looking for and seeking. One of the myths about dating older is that when you're dating older, you're being supported. Like your partner's kind of like your meal ticket. Like, like you don't have to worry. Your future will be great. You're going to be taken care of. He has a young thing on his arm, or younger thing on his arm, this beautiful lady. So, he kind of has to pay for it. It's costly, and he has to secure that future with her. And, he basically takes care of everything. That is a myth, okay? I've been working since I was 17 years old, and I've never just had a partner like take care of me, but that's just my personality. Like they would take care of me, but not like entirely, you know? Like I was always like independent and worked and contributed to the household, okay? So that's just my nature. But I will say that dating older can come with a certain type of security, because sometimes an older individual is more responsible financially, or they've learned the tools on how to do that, and have learned from previous experiences with finances. They are more inclined to prepare for their future. And as a result, it can be helpful to the younger individual. For me, it's helpful because it helps me to start to think about those things, being with someone who's older, thinking about those things. And it's only beneficial for me as well, you know what I mean? So it puts me in a place to think ahead, which is good for my overall well-being. And it's nice to know that the person I'm dating is mindful of these things, right? So it's not just about spending, going, doing, seeing, you know, dropping dollars. Like I said, trying to live up with the Joneses, you know, as they say, keeping up with the Joneses. It's about reality. And at my age, with my experience, I can embrace that. So that's something that I'm grateful for. For me, independence is freedom. So I love to work. I love to contribute. I love to take care of myself, because I feel like if something were to happen to the other person, or if things change, then what? And I also know that I don't want to marry for money. I want to marry for love, right? I'm a hopeless romantic in that way. You know, for everyone it's different. You know, you kind of check the boxes that you want to check off. So if you want to check off that you want a rich person or someone to financially care for you, then that's your right. You know, that's what you choose. That's what you want for yourself. However, I knew through experience that that's not what I wanted for myself. You know, I want to marry out of love, not out of convenience, not out of desperation. You know, not because of a baby. Not that I have any babies, but you know what I mean. Out of love, out of want, out of desire, right? Out of alignment, out of soulmate. You know, for me, it's emotional, spiritual, openness with communication, and our ability to make each other happy, to aid in our happiness, you know. So, and trust and honesty, of course, and gentleness, right? So those are my important things. Okay, comment down below if you've dated older, or you're considering dating older, or if you're more mature and you're dating younger, because this applies to also dating younger, you know, or women dating younger men, right? Thinking that the older woman has to like kind of provide that meal ticket for that younger man, but you'll be surprised. Like some of these younger men are stepping up with these older women, because sometimes these older women are setting certain expectations, and sometimes some of these younger men are just stepping up because they know how to step up and they have the means to step up, and they're just downright gentlemen who are genuine providers, right? There's no gimmick behind it. It just is. Okay. So it just goes both ways with whoever you decide to date, whether it's male, female, whatever the sex is, or, whatever it is. Just keep in mind that at the end of the day, it's not so much about age, it is more about wants and needs. So you can meet a younger person who can fulfill those needs, a younger person who thinks more maturely, who's been through a lot in life and has learned a lot and has a lot to offer, because sometimes as you get older, it doesn't mean that you get more wise. Some of us get older and we get more dumb because we don't learn anything from the traumas or from tough life experiences, those trials and errors. A lot of us don't learn anything from them. Okay, and I've dated some men who didn't learn a thing. Okay, some men in their 30s. Okay. You couldn't tell them nothing. I had a guy who basically told me that me wanting to eat healthy and do all these healthy things was just really bougie. He thought that was really bougie, and he told me he doesn't eat vegetables. He's not a vegetable person, and he'll never eat vegetables. It's not his thing. Needless to say, that's why I'm no longer dating him. But, some people are just stuck in their ways, and you just kind of have to know what you want out of the dating circle, okay? It's all about what you want in the dating circle, and what you want is definitely out there. Don't let no one tell you that you can't get what you want. Love isn't out there for you. Might as well just throw in the towel. Those negative messages? No, you throw in the towel. I'm never throwing in the towel. I'm going to be 80 years old with my man, okay? With my man and in love. That's just how I see myself. In my 90s with my man. And still doing it, okay? Okay, maybe I'm sharing too much information so the red flags of dating an older man, okay? Sometimes older men can take advantage because you're younger, and that's something to really look into. And sometimes younger men can take advantage because the woman is older, okay? So really just pay attention to how you're being treated, what's being said, how it ties into how you're being treated, what you're seeing around you, what other people are saying about this person. Okay, I once dated an older man who was married. And I didn't know he was married. He lied to me for months, okay? The minute I found out that he was still a very much married individual, I got out of that so fast. To this day, he resents me. I did the right thing for myself. I put myself first. But he really tried to manipulate and possess me, knowing the type of individual I was. He really tried it. And to this day, I have no communication with this person, and would not want to. Okay. So be careful of that type of betrayal, lying, kind of living a double life. Okay. And just manipulators out there who are out to get the flesh, okay, and not the mind, body, and soul. Okay, some people have certain attractions and likings, intense attractions and likings to younger individuals or older individuals for various reasons, okay? Or it just could just be like an attraction thing. But just make sure the connection is for you and not what you have, what you can give them, you know, and how sexy you are or how great you are in bed. Okay, just be careful of that, and be smart. Okay, but someone your own age can take advantage. People are out there to take advantage. But sometimes with the difference in the level of maturities, it comes with certain things that I think it's okay to pay attention to and look at those red flags as a result of the age difference. Okay. So yeah, that's what I really wanted to share. Let me see, was there anything else I wanted to share about dating older? At the end of the day, guys, I just want to say this. At the end of the day, do what works for you. Do what's best for you. Love on who you want to love on. Love comes a lot of times when we're not expecting it. That's how my love connections have happened, which made it super magical in that way. And I have been blessed to have some long-term partnerships because at the core, like, I'm super monogamous. Like, I love the idea of romance and like finding the one. Okay, so just do what works for you and your heart. And if it feels good, love whoever the hell you want to love, no matter what age they are. Like, I admire like folks who date 20, 30 years older. I don't look at that as, oh my God, like, what is she trying to get from him? Or what is he trying to get from her? Or, oh my God, like, this is a joke. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as spirits coming together to share this bond, this experience, regardless of societal norms. Okay, so I'm a bit of an avant-garde kind of thinker, and there's very little that I can't get with. Like, I could get with a lot, you know. As far as not just for myself, but like what others choose to do. Like, I understand a lot of it, you know, and I think when you put all of the manly, earthly things to the side, you can really live the life that you are fit to live. You know, comment down below and let me know what you think. Would you date older? How much older? Okay, would you date younger? How much younger? Okay, share some stories. I want to know. Let me know if you like this topic. Okay, let me know if you're feeling this and if I should talk more about maybe dating stuff or different aspects of dating older and things like that. Comment and let me know, okay? I've had one hand just like holding my thigh here to cover up my short mini skirt. I don't want you guys to see up my skirt. So forgive me for just using one arm. Like, I don't have both. So guys, let's quickly get into my outfit for date night, okay? So we're just gonna get a little bite to eat. But I wanna look sexy, I wanna look cutesy. We're supposed to be going to Tinga Mexican restaurant over the weekend. So this is what I pieced together for a cute little date night. I've been wearing a lot of skirts this summer. I don't know, I'm not feeling pants. I'm just not feeling pants and jeans like that this summer. It's all about the skirts, mini, just skirts, okay, or dresses. I'm just feeling that way. I just want to show my legs off and just enjoy myself this summer. So we have a couple more weeks left of summer. I'm still in summer mode. Do not push that fall mess over here. You keep that fall mess over there, okay? So yeah, I went with this skirt. It's like an older silk and sequin skirt that I have had, I think, for like maybe 8 years of my life. and maybe not 8, maybe like 6, but I love this skirt. Okay, and I was thinking of releasing it the other day and like donating it. And then I went online and saw some similar skirts, and I was like, oh, I'm not donating my skirt. And I love how this skirt fits. I do think it's extra short, and like wearing shorts underneath is best for me, like some little boy shorts or something. But I'm a mini skirt girl, and every now and then I need like a really short mini skirt. Like, I looked up to Tina Turner for that. Like, I felt like she was blessed with these beautiful legs and she knew how to work them. I feel like I have beautiful legs and I enjoy working them, okay? So I tell you, people, know what you got, know how to use it, and enjoy it. Okay, life is too short. Life is just too short for the nonsense. Okay, so I pulled out the mini skirt. And my nails are like a navy blue, my feet and my hands. I don't feel like I'm matchy with this outfit, but I like where it's going and I like the contrast with the nail color. And I pulled out these calfskin animal print sandals. Like mules. They're like mules. These are like, okay, these are sandals, okay. By Giuseppe Zanotti. They are my only Giuseppe Zanotti shoes. I don't wear them that much. I wear them like once every summer. And I'm not seeing them much out there anymore in the fashion world. But for me, they're not a style that I would put away. Like any summer, like every summer, these are going to be a part of the rotation. Animal print is always in. Even when it's not trending, it's in, okay? So I'm so glad that I purchased these about 3 years ago. These are my babies, and okay, they're a tad too close in size. I wish that they were a half size bigger. But they fit kind of too well, like too to the T, but it's all good. Okay, I love them. I'm so glad that they fit, okay, for what I spent for them. And I'll see if Farfetch, I bought these from Farfetch. I'll see if Farfetch happens to have any more of these. Did I buy these from Farfetch? Or where did I get these? I don't even remember where I got these from. I know Farfetch has the brand and has similar looks by that brand. So I'll check to see where you can find something similar. And what I love about these was a really thin heel. These heels are thin. Like you can basically go from the car to the location in these. Like, don't walk around, okay? 20 minutes of walking around in these shoes, you're gonna, on like regular pavement outside, you're gonna have to go to the shoe repair shop. That's how delicate the heel is on these shoes, which I think is super sexy, super dainty because of that, okay? So I just wanted to kind of make things a little unexpected with these animal print shoes. And then I have my earrings from Anthropologie, these tortoise shell looking drop earrings, kind of, give it a little boldness with the sequin skirt to add on to that. And I have my one shoulder, well, it's not, oh, it's like kind of like an asymmetric shoulder top. This is also silk, so I'm matching silk with silk. And yeah, just kind of simple, kind of minimal, but I feel like the sequins in the skirt, the earrings, the animal print on the shoes, it just makes it what it is. It makes it more me and not so expected, but it's falling within like minimal, edgy chic. That's how I like to think of my style, like minimal, edgy chic. And I have my Stella McCartney bag just to tie things in together, keep it black with the top. You know, this bag is very streamlined. I love the play with the shape on the bag, which matches the play with the shape on this top, okay? And this is the look. I think my baby is going to love it. But most importantly, I feel good in it. And that's really just all he wants from me, for me to feel good in my clothes. This is like fun for me. This is like fun, but it's beyond a hobby. Like, I could do this every day of my life and be great. If I'm doing it like this, where it's like self-care and style. You know, like just talking about real stuff and style. I could do this for the rest of my life and just be great. I love to love you. It's your girl, Tamara Nicola. I'll see you again here on Monday. Yeah.